Vincent, 5 out of 7. You really played well in this event. Did you also feel the same?
Yeah, I mean, yesterday was certainly like probably one of my best performances ever. Of course, it's different if it's just 960, but still, I mean, doing 3.5 out of 4 against Magnus, Levon, Ding, and Fabi is like really special. Today, yeah, this Alireza game was kind of tricky, yeah, because out of the opening, first I thought it's totally fine, but then I realized it's probably very kind of unpleasant. Like this one extra tempo in this hermetical position matters more than I thought it did. And I got under pressure, also in time pressure, and I think he also executed it very nicely. So of course this was like a very unpleasant game. And yeah, of course I wanted to come back against Gukesh in the last round, also knowing that he had lost the 2 last previous games. And yeah, I'm not sure, this position was extremely weird, simply because we had those 2 bishops in the corner, with the queen also being in the corner, so the queen was kind of completely cut off from the game for the first time, and I also think both of our queens didn't move for like nearly the whole game. So yeah, against Notterbeck I feel like I had some chances, so it's always tricky to play the next game after you felt you missed a chance. So of course I would have loved to beat Notterbeck also, since he was like in 2nd spot at that time. But okay, overall 5 out of 7, you know, if someone had suggested me I would make 5 out of 7, I would surely have taken it.
This game against Gukesh, in the end his queen on a8 was completely out of the game. And according to the engines, his move e5 is like a mistake. Until then the position looks around equal. But I mean, it looked so complicated, yes?
No, to me, I also felt that e5 was the most natural move, simply because otherwise I had this option of going back before knight to f3, followed by e3, knight e2, and I will control all the dark squares. So I fully understand where e5 is coming from, because like from a long-term point of view, this is surely the right move, but just I think in this case it doesn't really work out from an immediate point of view, yeah, tactically.
And overall, I was looking at all the players analyzing before the game. Did you like this part where everyone could get together and analyze?
Yeah, I really enjoyed it, and I think it also helps. Yeah, I mean, it makes it a bit relaxing. Also, at the same time, you can really work together, and I think it also helps the quality of the opening, because it's not like we can analyze everything in those 10 minutes. So anyway, it's still like completely open who's gonna play what move, but still you get new ideas and maybe more than you would figure out on your own.
And somehow it felt like every player started to have his own style. Like for example, there was one position where you were clearly wanting to play d4, Gukesh was clearly wanting to go c4. Do you also start to sense this, that every player has his own style developing for the opening in chess 960?
Yeah, very much. I mean, for example, Magnus and Levon are the ones who always try to do something very special. Yeah, like I think us, we're more trying to be like find normal solid ways of doing it. Yeah, and I think in general there are 2 approaches. First of all, like setting up your pieces the best you can if you're white, which of course has some sense, but normally also allows black to set up the way he wants. Issue is that, let's say, you can also try to like force black to also make some kind of weird moves by also playing yourself, like not the most normal way. And I think that's like kind of a decision what to go for. And yeah, but surely, I mean, as there are styles in normal chess, there are also styles in chess 960, and I think it doesn't even have to be connected. It can also be very different style in 960.
As you said, Levon has this style of play. You will be facing him in classical, so that would be an exciting match.
Yeah, surely. I mean, I've also played in like 3 matches in the last week in the Chessable Masters. So this will be like our 4th match in 1 week or something. So yeah, I mean, I think he can clearly play better than he did in this rapid portion here. So I also expect him to do better, and of course it will be a very tough match.
And how did you prepare for this event overall? Did you work a lot on chess 960?
Yeah, it's very hard to prepare. I mean, of course, what you can do is, like, let's say, look at the played 960 games and try to get the feeling where us humans are most wrong. What are we most wrong about? Because, of course, we have some kind of natural feeling, which in most cases in normal chess is perfectly fine, but here it can be very, very wrong. And of course, it's important to know in which cases is it very wrong and where is it completely fine to follow your feeling.
Right, and do you enjoy this overall, the Waisenhaus resort and the playing venue?
Yes, very much. Of course, we don't have that much time to actually enjoy the place because we're focused on our tournament, but nevertheless, the organization and the atmosphere, the place itself is fantastic.
And lastly, I want to ask you, you are one of the biggest talents now, one of the best players in the world. Clearly, one of the aims is to go to the candidates and play the World Championship. But on the other hand, now this Chess 960 also, Magnus is very much keen on developing it. This tournament is happening. what would be your preference overall now that you have played a bit of chess 960 here? What do you enjoy more?
Yeah, I would love to play both. Like, I mean, classical chess is not something I think is dead or should be given up, but at the same time, I really understand that like developing chess 960, especially also in this longer time control, is a good idea.
Thank you, Vincent, and good luck to you.